Hello, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. So, today I am coming with a topic called NoFab. So, this is the most topic that I requested for because this is the topic which all the teenagers and mostly the young adults are indulging, which cannot lead them to succeed. So, in my opinion, it is very important to know why you do this and how you are going to do this NoFab challenge. This may be why so many people relapse after a day or two. People don't know what they are doing. So here are the something to do in very same day you decide to go NoFab. First, admit that you have a porn problem. Say it aloud or write it on a post-it. But because the fact that you are reading this or listening this given me an impression that you have already done this, I won't talk about it more than this. Second, write about your problem. We all have got negative things from PMO. Why we are doing this? Wrinkled relationship, anxiety, and some emotional things. Write about these negative aspects as vividly, as honestly as possible. This thing will remind you why you are doing this even though you have urges. Here is an exact from I keep going on so long that my legs hurt because I had been sitting in front of my computer so long. I was exhausted because I had been up so late watching porns. But after an ejaculation, the reality always hit me. I had not brushed my teeth, I had not washed my face or take a shower. But mostly I felt guilty because I spent hours of my life basically doing nothing. Even if I had homework or other steps, I got to bed depressed and saying to myself that I would fix everything the following day. Almost always I did, but the same thing repeat over and over again, making me feel like a total failure. List your triggers. It really helps you to identify situations you're about to relapse, and it's easier to avoid these kind of situations. I myself listed example Instagram because in a summer it was full of hot beach pictures and it would have been too great a temptation to browse these photos in my urges. Fourth, set your goals. It's really important to have a realized goal. Even though you are about to go 90 days it is a better to have smaller waypoint than one huge goal. After every milestone, it's good to assess your progress. Did you relapse or was it close? Was it easy or hard? This way, it's easy to set your next goal. If the latest milestone was almost impossible to reach, make your next smaller, and if it was a piece of cake, take a bigger bite. For example, my first goal was 14 days. I got these 40 fairly easily, but at the time I started to feel some serious urges, so I made 20 days my next waypoint. So from 14 to next 6 days are now I am here. I am now, it's almost an year when I don't relapse and I am control my urges now. The point number 5, make yourself a lifeline. This lifeline is basically a list of things you will do when you are about to relapse. Turn to your lifeline if you are opening an incognito window or mode or a new tab in your know what. But instead of some everyday activities, the lifeline should be include chores that you don't every day but have to be done from the time to time, like cleaning a fridge, cleaning always a great lifeline, or serving your bike or whatever. Every day choose one or two things from your lifeline that you will do that day. If you are on the edge, it's good to have something to turn well urges hit hard. Point number 6 and the last point, never give in. If you relapse, keep calm. There's always the next day. All you have to do is release your goal and your lifeline and make the changes needed, and someday you will be succeeded. Stay strong, my fellow friends. Basically, this is the topic which I really wanted to share with you all. Don't worry, it's a controllable thing. I control it, you can also control it. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And as I always, thanks for watching and keep hustling.